Far north, beyond the comfort of paved roads and civilization, lies a ribbon of gravel that whispers tales of ice, isolation, and immense challenge. This is the James W. Dalton Highway, more commonly known simply as the Dalton. Stretching over 400 miles into Alaska's true wilderness, it's not just a road, it's an artery, a test, and for many, a pilgrimage. It beckons with a raw, untamed allure, promising an experience unlike any other. This is a journey to the very edge of the continent, where human endeavor meets the unforgiving power of the Arctic. Conceived out of necessity, the Dalton Highway was built in 1974 to support the construction and ongoing maintenance of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System. This vital artery transports crude oil from Prudhoe Bay on the Arctic Ocean south to Valdez. The highway runs parallel to much of the pipeline, making it an indispensable lifeline. Without this gravel track, the massive infrastructure required to extract and move Alaska's oil reserves would be impossible to sustain, underpinning a critical part of the nation's energy supply. The Dalton Highway traverses some of the most extreme environments on Earth. Starting north of Fairbanks, it quickly plunges into boreal forests, crosses the mighty Yukon River, and then climbs over the Brooks Range, finally descending onto the flat, treeless Arctic coastal plain known as the North Slope. Temperatures here can plummet to an astonishing 80 degrees Fahrenheit below zero, with wind chills making it feel even colder. This is a land shaped by ice, where permafrost dominates the subsoil and dictates every aspect of construction and survival. Unlike conventional highways, the Dalton is predominantly a gravel road, often unmaintained outside of winter grading. It spans approximately 414 miles, connecting Livengood, a small community north of Fairbanks, to the oil fields of Prudhoe Bay. Drivers contend with sharp, embedded rocks, deep ruts, dust storms in summer, and treacherous ice in winter. The surface itself is a constant challenge, demanding specialized vehicles and an unwavering focus from anyone brave enough to attempt the journey. It's a testament to raw engineering in a harsh land. Isolation is not merely a characteristic of the Dalton Highway, it's a fundamental part of its identity. Beyond the few scattered outposts like Coldfoot, services are non-existent. There's no cell phone reception for hundreds of miles, and medical assistance is hours, if not days, away. This vast emptiness demands self-reliance. Travelers must carry their own fuel, food, water, and emergency supplies. Every decision made on this road carries significant weight, as help is simply not around the next bend. Despite its desolation, the Dalton Highway corridor teems with an abundance of Arctic wildlife. Caribou herds, sometimes numbering in the thousands, migrate across the tundra, often using the pipeline corridor as a navigational aid. Grizzly bears and black bears roam the forests and open plains, while moose are frequently spotted near rivers and wetlands. Wolves, foxes, and various birds of prey also inhabit this ecosystem. These encounters are a powerful reminder that humans are merely visitors in their ancient domain, demanding respect and caution. The true heroes of the Dalton are the truckers, the haul roaders who brave these conditions year-round, transporting essential supplies to Prudhoe Bay. Their massive rigs, often hauling oversized loads, are a common sight, navigating the ever-changing terrain. For them, it's not an adventure but a job, a highly skilled, dangerous, and often lonely profession. These drivers are the backbone of the Arctic oil industry, enduring punishing schedules and extreme hazards to keep the North supplied and the pipeline operational. The road itself presents a myriad of specific dangers. In spring, melting permafrost turns sections into deep, impassable mud pits, swallowing smaller vehicles. In winter, frost heaves, massive bulges in the road caused by freezing and thawing cycles, can launch a car into the air or snap axles. Sharp rocks can shred tires in minutes, and the relentless vibrations can shake vehicles apart. Drivers must constantly anticipate and react, making the Dalton Highway a masterclass in defensive driving and vehicle maintenance. The weather on the Dalton Highway is notoriously fickle and merciless. Clear skies can give way to blinding blizzards or dense fog in minutes, creating whiteout conditions with zero visibility. Wind speeds regularly reach gale force, pushing vehicles around and amplifying the cold. Even in summer, snow can fall, and temperatures can drop dramatically. Preparing for every conceivable weather scenario is not an option, it's a fundamental requirement for survival, emphasizing the profound respect one must develop for Arctic forces. Running alongside the highway, the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System is an engineering marvel. Built in the 1970s, much of its 800-mile length is elevated on stilts to prevent melting the permafrost below, which could compromise the pipeline's integrity. It incorporates expansion loops to accommodate thermal expansion and contraction. The sheer scale and ingenuity required to construct this system in such a hostile environment speak volumes about human determination and our capacity to overcome monumental logistical and technical challenges. Roughly 115 miles north of Livengood, travelers cross the Arctic Circle. This invisible line marks a significant milestone, signifying entry into the true Arctic. For those making the journey, it's a moment of quiet triumph, a symbolic passage into a different world where the sun never truly sets in summer and never truly rises in winter. There's a small sign and a pull-off, a stark, simple monument to a profound geographical transition, reminding all of the unique territory they are entering. One of the Dalton's few permanent structures is the Yukon River Bridge, located about 56 miles north of Livengood. This impressive cantilever bridge is the only crossing over the Yukon River along the entire highway. It serves as a crucial link, allowing access to the northern stretches. The river itself, one of North America's longest, is a powerful force of nature, wide and deep. Crossing it feels like passing another gate, leaving behind the last vestiges of conventional infrastructure. Roughly halfway along the Dalton Highway, at mile marker 175, lies Coalfoot. More than just a truck stop, it's a vital service hub providing fuel, a diner, and basic lodging. It holds the distinction of being the northernmost truck stop in North America and often the coldest recorded location in the United States. For truckers, it's a much-needed respite; for adventurers, a welcome beacon in the wilderness. It represents the last chance for services for hundreds of miles, a critical point of no return. As the Dalton Highway ascends into the Brooks Range, it skirts the eastern boundary of gates of the Arctic National Park and Preserve. This vast, roadless wilderness is one of the least visited national parks in the United States, offering an unparalleled opportunity for true solitude and immersion in nature. The sheer scale of untouched landscape is breathtaking, a reminder of what lies beyond even the Dalton's rugged path. This region truly embodies the spirit of wild Alaska, raw and pristine. The journey culminates at Prudhoe Bay, home to the Deadhorse oil field and the northern terminus of the Dalton Highway. This industrial hub is not a tourist destination but a working town, supporting the vast oil operations. Public access to the very tip of the Arctic Ocean is restricted due to security concerns, often requiring a guided tour. Arriving here signifies the completion of a formidable challenge, standing at the very top of North America, where the land meets the frozen Arctic Ocean. More than just physical preparation, traversing the Dalton Highway demands immense mental resilience. The sheer monotony of the landscape, coupled with the constant awareness of potential dangers, can be taxing. Loneliness is a constant companion. Every sound of the vehicle, every subtle shift in the road, is amplified. It tests patience, problem-solving skills, and the capacity for sustained focus. This road doesn't just challenge your vehicle, it delves deep into your personal fortitude, revealing hidden strengths. Proper preparation for a Dalton journey goes far beyond a full tank of gas. Essential items include multiple spare tires, a satellite phone, extensive first aid kits, extra fuel, tools for basic repairs, and several days' worth of food and water. Winter travel necessitates extreme cold weather gear, emergency blankets, and even survival shelters. The mentality isn't what if something goes wrong, but when something goes wrong, what do I need to survive until help eventually arrives? Despite its brutal reputation, the Dalton Highway offers moments of breathtaking, stark beauty. The vastness of the tundra under the midnight sun, the towering peaks of the Brooks Range, the shimmering light on the Yukon River, these vistas are unforgettable. The silence is profound, broken only by the wind or the distant call of wildlife. It's a landscape that humbles and inspires, a raw, unfiltered experience of nature's grandeur that few places on Earth can match, etched into the memory of every traveler. The highway and pipeline's presence in this fragile Arctic environment is not without its controversies and careful management. Construction methods minimize impact on permafrost and wildlife migration. Yet, the very act of traversing such pristine wilderness leaves a subtle mark. Balancing industrial necessity with ecological preservation is an ongoing, complex challenge. The Dalton stands as a stark reminder of humanity's ever-present negotiation with the wild, a monumental feat of engineering amidst delicate ecosystems. Completing the Dalton Highway journey is more than just reaching a destination, it's an accomplishment that reshapes perspective. It instills a deep respect for the land, its challenges, and the people who call it home. It underscores the incredible ingenuity required to tame, or at least coexist with, such an unforgiving environment. The Dalton is a testament to the human spirit of exploration and endurance, a road that doesn't just lead to the Arctic Ocean, but leads inward, revealing strength you never knew you possessed.